What? Hello, gals, blokes, and all other folks. My name is Mortius, and today we are here with Geoff Castellucci double feature. I just realized I put 2 up, but then doubled that, so that makes it seem like 4. We don't have time for that many videos, but we are going to be doing Geoff's 2 most recent releases all together. Things have kind of been changing a lot on the channel recently, and I've had to really kind of balance, like, not wanting to give up how much I love acapella and love doing Geoff and voice play and bass gang and all of those things, while also acknowledging that I'm getting a lot of new audience in a different direction. So I was like, man, I already missed Geoff's last one. How am I gonna find time to fit both on? And then I'm like, you know what? Why am I stressing out? Let's just give the people what they want and do a double feature. So for the next little bit, this is subject to change, but Saturday is actually also going to be moving to a sort of recurring musical series slot, and this Wednesday slot is just going to be for the videos that I anticipate probably being a little bit smaller, which is crazy because, you know, Geoff and voice play at one point in time were the biggest videos on my channel, and if you have been here since that time, I want you to know I couldn't have gotten here without you. Like, thank you so much for your years and years of support through the acapella times. You guys have been so supportive and so amazing, and I want you to know that this is still my passion, this is my musical history, this is my identity, even as I am gaining a new audience and kind of pivoting my channel in a new direction. I want to always make sure I have at least one upload slot sticking with these things. So don't worry, for those of you who love your bass gang, voice play, home free, bass gang, I said bass gang twice, Geoff, whatever. All of the people that I used to cover so much are still sticking around here on the Wednesday slot. And as a sort of kickoff for that, we are doing a double feature with Big Iron and Imagine. Now, of course, I am more than familiar with Imagine, but I don't know Big Iron. Based on the name, I imagine it's going to be another fairly folk-songy one, but also, I believe Don't Mess Around with Jim was the one right before Big Iron. So it'd be kind of interesting if you went for 2 sort of folk ones at the same time. So I'm honestly fascinated to see how this goes. I'm really curious what this first song is going to be, and really excited to see what a low bass singer rendition of Imagine sounds like. So that's plenty of yapping. Once again, thank you so much for all of the support you've shown the channel. If you've been around forever, if you've sort of supported the new stuff as well, or if you're only here for this, you don't really watch the new stuff, but have still chosen to stay in support for when I do videos like this, you're absolutely amazing, and I appreciate you so much. So thank you all, and let's get into the video.
To the town of Free rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say.
Okay, I was definitely right about this being more of a folky song, but I think I was expecting with a name like Big Iron for it to be a little bit more like a Big Bad John or a 16 Tons, a little bit more of like a minor work song rather than a like folksy song. I know I said folk song, but like, you know what I mean? Like there's work song and there's folk song, and I think what I actually meant to say in the intro was work song, but this is much more just like a bring to the town of a man they call Jane, the hero of Ken. Anyone who gets that reference, I Goram love you. All right, let's keep going.
Him didn't have too much to say. Well, no one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip, for the stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip.
Big iron, duh, and iron being slave, that makes so much more sense. I was thinking Big Iron was speaking literally about like the ore, which is why I was thinking it was going to be more of a mining song. Big Iron as in a large gun. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Iron on his hip. Well, it was early in the morning when he rode into the...
Actually, pause. Geoff's videos have captions, right? Yeah, need them for a good story song. They're always nice to have, but especially for a story song, they're extra crucial.
Well, it was early
Also, hold on.
days.
That hip almost sounded like two voices at the same time, but I think it was just post-production. That was kind of an interesting, like, kind of vibe there.
Well, it was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, listen, running came the whisper from each lip. Then he's here to do some business with a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.
And I'm realizing I just said it in the voice play video, and I imagine if you're here, you probably watched that one too, but as a brief thing, I totally forgot to mention it in my intro. If you notice the aesthetics a little bit off, a little bit less pink along the headphones, that's because I got brand new headphones. I haven't had time to paint them yet. Still figuring out how I'm going to do that. For now, I've just got the LEDs pink, but they have way more bass capabilities, and so that about his hip just rattled my bones inside.
Big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. He's a stranger that rode into town one day. Here to do some business, then be on it.
Oh.
Here to do
Big iron. I love that. And the little da-da-da happening in the background there is very fun.
some business, then be on it away. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red.
Ooh.
Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead.
I love taking it up the octave here. That's very fun. I like that a lot.
He was vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more. 1 in 19 more. Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was an Arizona Ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive, or maybe dead.
What are these I am musically overwhelmed right now.
He came here to take an outlaw back alive, or maybe dead.
Woo.
And he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red. After Texas Red. Like the
That was sick. Hold on.
Texas Red.
That Texas Red Big Iron. You know what I mean? Like, it would have been so easy for it to be like, Texas Red Big Iron. Like, that's what I was expecting to go, for the red to linger a little bit longer, because that's the format the previous verses had followed, but no.
After Texas Red.
Oh, that's fun.
Dust that's blowing through this border town, yeah. He will chase the storm and take old Texas down. Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red, but the outlaw didn't worry, men that tried before were dead. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men.
How am I supposed to focus on all the things? Oh my gosh, I remember not having as much to say about You Don't Mess Around with Jim, and that's part of why I was like, oh, the double feature is gonna be great. This is wild. Hold on, listen to this though, actually. Listen, like,
Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red, but the outlaw didn't worry, men that tried before were dead.
and the way it's going in between the like da 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 ooh, da 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 da, like it's going between like 5 voices all singing the words, and then like 2 voices sing the words and 3 of them on oohs, and like these background vocals here.
Story was relayed to Texas Red, but the outlaw didn't worry, men that tried before were dead.
Woo-hoo-hoo! And then that part's crazy.
Tried before we're dead. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his head. Now the morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to leave.
Whoa!
Passed so quickly, it was time for them to leave.
The of like, oh, that's so Western and so fun. Oh, hold on. Who was the director and producer of this one? Unless that was something that was in the mix engineering, then that was Ed Boyer, but arranged, produced, filmed, performed, edited by Geoff. Geoff, come on, man. Holy cow.
The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to leave.
Love that.
It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody had their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death. About to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today.
Oh.
Texas
Oh, hold on.
Ranger is still talked about today.
I was talked about today. Or how does what?
The swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today.
Woo!
Texas red had not cleared leather for a bullet fairly ripped, and the ranger's aim was deadly with a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. Big iron. He's a stranger that rode into town one day. Big iron. Here to do some business, then be on his way. Big iron.
Before I even talk about that, I feel like I missed. Hold on, am I? The lyrics might have been too smart for me. Hold on.
Ranger is still talked about today.
Love that line, but then
Texas red had not cleared leather for a bullet fairly ripped.
Texas Red had not cleared leather, as in his gun had not left the holster. That's the lyric I missed. I was like, wait, it seems like it ended, and I missed what happened. Texas Red, he had not cleared leathers, and his gun had not left his holster before a bullet
The
ripped.
ranger's aim was deadly with a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.
Okay. For some reason, I thought cleared leather had to, like, he hadn't cleared leathers and, like, he hadn't, like, I don't know. I don't know how I interpreted that line the first time, but now I'm following. Whew, poor Red. But I hate to break it to you, Red. The song is called Big Iron.
A stranger that rode into town one day. Big iron. Here to do some business, then be on his way. Big iron.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! That was so fun! Wow, that was just like a full, like, I like, hold on. Also, listen to this specifically. That tone, like, that had some serious twang to it. He really brought in the country for that.
He will keep on rolling till his life is gone. It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered around. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Well, he might have gone on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.
Oh, these headphones are so good. If you want to experience Geoff the way I just experienced Geoff, this is not a sponsorship. I hope one day it turns out to be. I'm actively working on a sponsorship pitch actually for them because, hey, I think it would be really cool. But right now, I am not sponsored at all. Razor Kraken V3. Holy cow, genuinely a game changer. So, that was fantastic, and honestly, long enough to be its own video, but guess what? I already promised something in the intro, and I am down to one upload slot a month one upload slot a week for musical, not non-music, but non-musical content. So we're hopping into Imagine. That was super cool though. I love the story. The way that the harmonies kind of played with everything was just absolutely exceptional. So yeah, I enjoyed that a lot. And now we're gonna hop right on into Imagine. Ain't nothing like just Geoff and a piano to start out. High and Dry, Blackbird, some of the best of the best start this way. Actually, I'm looking like his plant. I unintentionally, just from the thumbnail, I wanted to grab a background with a nice modern room and a piano, but with the plant there and the way the corner is, I accidentally replicated that really well with my background.
Imagine there's no heaven.
I can't imagine there's no heaven because it's currently in my ears. I'm already there as soon as you started.
It's easy if you try. No hell below us, and above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no country.
God, this is gorgeous. This is so pretty. I don't know how much I'm gonna have to say about it, but hopefully the fact that I did more analysis for the first one than I expected makes up for the fact that this is just gonna be a full-on slack-jawed reaction, because this is exceptional so far.
It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for.
And what are these that die for. There was a little bit of this background sound. There's a I don't know.
Die for. And no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. And I hope someday you will join us, and the world will be as one.
Okay. Bringing in some more of these is dum, dum. Bringing these big bass hits from instrumentation instead of his voice is amazing and so powerful through these headphones. Ah! What? Ah, that's so good! Oh! Gosh! on. Oh, I'm actually torn on that. Because in that moment, I was like, oh, is he going to get, like, I really want to hear Geoff's take with his shockingly powerful falsetto for a bass hit that, like, that, like, up and head voice. And he didn't, and for a second I was like, oh man. But what he actually did was like, like he really pushed his chest voice up there and stayed in the chest. And it was really vulnerable and soft without slipping into head voice. And I like it a lot, but it still wasn't what I was hoping for. And I'm like, but it was so good. Like,
you may say I'm a dreamer. And I hope someday you will join us, and the world will live as one.
wow.
And the world will live as one.
Wow. Yeah, I definitely did not have nearly as much to say about that one, but it was incredible. That was so, like, man. Yeah, that was just so good. Well, thank you guys so much for being here for this. Thank you for sticking around through, like I kind of mentioned in the intro, this sort of change in pace for my channel, but I promise I am not leaving acapella behind. I still love it with all my heart. It's just, we're kind of reaching a new era, and I'm also excited for that. So if you're here for the new stuff, oh, I mentioned all the people who've been here forever. Hey, if you joined for Epic and Broadway, but also were like, hey, let's check out this premiere. Hey, isn't that dude freaking amazing? Go check out Geoff's music because it's amazing, and then go check out all my other reactions as well. So if you joined recently and are staying here for this, you're amazing. If you've been here the whole time, you're amazing. And if you're watching this, guess what? You're pretty cool, man. So thank you truly for being here. Thank you to my patrons for sticking with me, making videos like this possible. And as always, gals, blokes, and all other folks, I will see you in the next video. Bye.